Hey guys, so week one's over, and exactly 1 week ago from now, I was at a layover in Salt Lake City, and now I am fishing along the beautiful Flathead River, the South Reaches, and the Continental Divide's behind me. No trout today, but I had one yesterday, and two a couple days before. So, yeah. So here's some of the other stuff I've seen so far. So, of course, right after I recorded that, I caught this bass, smallmouth, but then I later found these bear tracks and on the right there, and then eventually here on the next screen, there's my fishing lure as comparison for the black bear tracks. And this is a view of the Flathead River from the porch of our house. Sorry for the weird video look. I was filming through my binoculars, because if I don't do that, it looks like this. But we've actually had quite a bit of success fishing. This was one day on a stretch of the Mission Creek. We got 4 trout, fairly small. But this is one of my roommates, Sean. He caught 3 of them, and this is a stringer that he made out of grass, which had all of us about rolling on the floor, since he has everything but apparently a stringer for fishing. And we took them home, we cleaned them, cooked them, and they were delicious. So, what next? See, we went up to a little town called St. Ignatius, which took us along the Flathead Lake, and the Flathead River actually runs south out of this reservoir, and it's really pretty. And we went to this chapel, or it's a mission actually, in St. Ignatius. St. Ignatius is mission, and there's these beautiful paintings. There's an altar triptych, and there's some other paintings all over the place, and it was absolutely beautiful. It was basically they call it the St. Paul's Cathedral of Montana, or sorry, the Sistine Chapel of Montana. Anyway, we're actually working out on the National Bison Range, and true to its name, there are a lot of bison everywhere. Sometimes they get in the way. This is like a bit of a bison traffic jam we ran into, but that's our crew leader driving. You didn't really get to see him, but scared bison. But anyway, we have 4 sites that we work on. They're called Triangle, Hill, Tower 2, and Trisky. And they're all over the place at all different elevations. And this is actually a view from Tower 2 early in the morning. Tower 2 is kind of on one mountain ridge, and then there's a valley, and then across is another mountain ridge, and this pack of clouds is sort of socked in that valley. And this is what we've been doing most of the week. We've been doing a little bit of plant counting and then setting up these what are called pred pens, or predator pens, and they're meant to keep birds out of the pens to see what would happen to grasshoppers if birds didn't exist. And this is a view, those two squares, sorry. Those are the 3 pens that we set up. This is Trisky Creek, and then what I've underlined is another experiment, just in case you were wondering. While we were at Trisky that day, that snake you see at the very bottom of the panel, I did a horrible job filming. I almost kicked him, and it scared the crap out of me. But the wildlife here is incredible. The birds, you can get really, really close. This is a sequence of photos I took of a yellow-headed blackbird. He eventually flew away. And these are 4 eggs from this killdeer, which the mother was incredibly agitated that we were getting to the nest, and is doing this broken wing display to try to persuade us to go after her instead of eat the eggs. But there's a lot of wildlife up here. I mean, it's just every day you go out, there's something. There's elk, male in that last shot, and then here's a couple of female elk. We've seen white-tailed deer. This is a female pronghorn. Even the pronghorns, the females have little horns you can see. And this is a male pronghorn, that's the difference. And they get really, really close to the car. Some of these, it's like you're less than 50 feet away. It's crazy. There's a bunch of elk going across the river. Oh, but man, it's beautiful up here. It's just absolutely stunning. I'm going to try to keep these entries to about 4 to 5 minutes long. But take care, guys, and I'll talk to you in a week.